I always and forever, we have been a real tree family until 2023. And in 2023, our family was scattered. We were not together for the holidays. And so I knew I had to come to QVC and get a Christmas tree. The problem is I made that decision in like October. And let me tell you, there were slim pickings at that time. But what did I get? I got myself a Bethlehem Lights tree. You have a limited quantity, but a fabulous price on trees that can not just be your main tree, but maybe it's the kitchen tree, maybe it's the bedroom tree. But I really wish I had a guest out here. I really wish I had a guest out here, but it's so darn full and beautiful. We don't even get to see her. Michelle, happy holidays.
I wanted to demonstrate the fullness of the tree, so I was hiding behind. Happy holidays, Jane.
Thank you. I am now a converter to a tree from Bethlehem Lights. No one is happier than my husband. We put it up very early. My daughter actually could not come home until January. I left it up for January so that the house was still decorated when she came home, and she was able to see it around my birthday. This is our returnable to the end of January, amazing price moment from the company that decorates the theme parks, the center of the towns, the big malls, the homes that can afford anything, and now they do it for us. So let's start with the green, and it is a color flip, so like the one that I have, you don't have to think, do I want white, do I want multi?
You get it all.
So in the green, we do have the 5-foot. And then we also have the 8.5-foot that was a customer request, right?
For the people with 9-foot ceilings. Now you can fit your angel, your Santa, your star on the top of the tree.
And it still fits, but guess what? 200 between these two. If you say, why buy it now? My nephew last year, he got his first QVC tree during Christmas in July, and my daughter did, and she put her tree up on November 1st, and that tree just made me so happy every time I went and visited. But there's something about flocked. If you're looking for a tree that even doesn't need to be decorated, like maybe in your bedroom, an entranceway, maybe I think of my dad that didn't want to put up a big tree but wanted something fun. In the flocked, we have it in the 5-foot and in the 7-foot. That's all we have. We have 100 left in the 5-foot, and we have 750 in the 7-foot. Flocked is usually the first to go. So let's chat a little bit about Bethlehem Lights quality.
Yes, and you know this is our 24th year here, Jane. I mean, we're almost a quarter of a century, and we brought trees since day one. You know the improvements we've made over the years.
Yes, they get better and better and better.
They get better and better every year. This is our favorite profile. We call this the heritage tree. And it's kind of like the noble fir look, and it's the mid-size profile. It's not too thin, it's not too big, it's just right. Okay, so this is the one. We have all kinds of functions, Jane, on here as well.
And maybe we'll dim the lights a little bit.
You don't have to pick between the multicolor
my little crew here, our crew here, we are all dressed up. Look at this, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Cue the Christmas carols. I mean, this is just so fun. So can you take us through some of the different patterns of lights and some of the features that you guys have built in?
Yes, absolutely. And there's, you know, the remote is tethered, by the way. So Jane, you're not losing a remote, which is really nice. Here it is. Everything is really easy to read, 6, 8, or 10-hour timer. Lots of light functions. There are the arrows that show you that color flip. So all of that is just at a touch of your finger right
there. So
we're
we're going to do a double box. Can you maybe do some of the changes and tell us like what we're seeing? And we're working on the big tree next to us, right?
Yeah, we're right here, okay? We're working on this big tree. So I'm going to go and just, that one was a toggle between the white and the multicolor lights. This is also a toggle between, I'm not touching that right now, and now you're seeing that go back and forth.
Okay, that's magic on Christmas morning.
Isn't that so cool? Okay, and this is just the solid tree if you like that. I want to show you while we're here too, Jane, we have a dimming feature. So if you wanted to watch TV or watch a Christmas movie, but you wanted the lights on.
Baby fell asleep or kitty fell asleep and you don't want it too bright, or you want a little romance, whatever you're doing. And you know, here's the thing. There are only so many trees that we're going to bring in for Christmas in July and the holiday season. It's not like maybe decor. Well, we'll have tons of different items in many, many categories. This is first quality quality, we can't get this particular tree back in stock, so we're offering at a clearance sale price, which is lower than a clearance price.
I know.
Like at some point this will go up to a clearance price, and if you want to see what you are, and by the way, this is so bright I can read my card by it, so I'm using the white lights to illuminate my card. We're never getting this back in stock, and there's no reorder.
That's right.
So the 5-foot is saving you $120 off of the low QVC price, not where this would be at retail. The 7-foot is saving you $229, and the 8.5-foot is saving you $220 tonight. Get it home, tuck it away. If you get to the end of January and it wasn't your cup of tea, even though it's a clearance price, you can still return it. But I really think, Michelle, that down to how you do the lights makes all the difference in the world.
It makes all the difference. We start with that great profile. We want the tree to look great, but the lights, these are our M5 faceted light bulbs, okay? And with this flock tree, we put covers on each one of those lights while that flocking process is happening, so you get that crystal clarity. There you're seeing that beautiful light dispersed. And there are 2 LED lights, Jane, in each one. It's not an RGB. There's a dedicated multicolor bulb and a dedicated white bulb in each one, and that gives you that beautiful bright light.
And how do you describe your white? Because a lot of people feel like they're for a while, not from you, but from other manufacturers, kind of like a blue undertone, and it didn't give us the warmth of Christmas that we wanted.
This one is kind of like a crystal clear light. Okay,
like starlight.
It's like a starlight. Okay, so it's not a yellow, it's not a blue, it's that crisp starlight. So, and it's pro lit too, Jane. All of these lights are created for these trees particularly. So, you know, this one has a certain set of lights. Each size has a certain set of lights that we put on there. And if one comes out, well, the rest stay lit. And they shouldn't pop out, by the way.
Putting it together is so easy. I think this must be Deirdre's tree. I don't know if she's watching right now, because every time I pull in her garage, I see this bag because the tree is in this bag. So she got the 7-foot last year. It was her first apartment, well, not her first, but her second apartment, but a big move away from home. Was working through the holiday season, wasn't going to get home. That tree went up on November 1st. It was so cute. She and her boyfriend sent me a picture of them cheersing with mugs that they got from QVC from Mr. Christmas, and they were having cocoa and watching a Christmas movie, and the tree was up on November 1st. This is where it's stored in the garage right now. You get the bag, which is normally extra, and even though we're not going to take these apart because we don't have a lot of time, nor do we have a lot of trees left, can we talk about how easy this is to assemble, and then even more importantly, the job we really don't like, disassemble, right, Michelle?
Right. And I'm sure Deirdre loves easily putting this together. We give you this stand. It's one nut right there that it just gives you self-leveling, and it's only one eye bolt right there. There you're putting in each of the pieces. They're labeled, and nothing's too heavy, Jane. That's the other great thing too. Even on the largest tree, the heaviest piece is 12 pounds. And then there you go. You're going to just turn it on, and then you are going to easily disassemble it and put it in that bag that we give you at the end of the season.
When I saw the bag, I'm like, wait, this was the tree, and I know she got the 7-foot, and I mean, I know we probably got a really great price when it was, but I can tell you, we did not get a price of the 7-foot that you are getting right now, because that 7-foot tree, let me use how bright the lights are. That's coming in at $499. It was $729. So these are the 4 that we have left. The 5-foot is available in both. That's the only one you can get in both choices. So that's the flocked. And I find that the flocked, if you don't want to decorate it, you don't even have to.
Yeah, it's so pretty, and that size goes everywhere, Jane.
Yeah. Even some people put this like on a tabletop if you have a new puppy or you have little ones, so it's kind of up and out of the way. We also have it in the classic green. And then if you want the 7-foot, that is in the flocked, which is usually the first choice to go. And then we also have that new height, the 8.5-foot, that's perfect in the 9-foot ceilings.
And I love the green. It's such a classic, you know. And I love too how these trees have that new growth look that's coming off, Jane. So it feels kind of fuzzy. There's a high percentage of molded tips. This is the sparkle feature, and you see it happening on this tree right here, where every kind of random bulb sparkles while the others stay lit. And that does that on the multi and the clear.
And then it's perfect for your heirloom ornaments because the tips are strong. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to try and fill it in. And the fact that it is professionally lit is really kind of amazing, because even if you had an old-fashioned artificial tree or a real tree, the worst part was stringing the lights, what bulb turned, you know, the tangling, what bulb burned out. If one bulb goes, the whole tree still stays lit.
It stays lit, and there's actually a 4-step molding process here for those caps that are on each piece here, so they really are not going to fall out. But you're going to put this up just in minutes, Jane. No section is really even that heavy.
No.
So, I mean, I do it by myself easily, and then you can choose what you want, you know, any of those light functions at a whim.
Yeah.
You want multicolor, you want clear, you want to set the timer, you've got all of it.
I kind of think it's fun to have like one color for leading up to Christmas and Christmas Day, and then another one like as you lead into New Year's.
Yeah, maybe put a function on where the lights are all, you know, a party function.
Or whoever's home that night, they get in charge of the remote. Now the 5-foot tree has 350 professionally done lights.
Yeah.
If you are getting the 8.5, that has over, is it 500? Yeah, 900. 900 lights, which is incredible. And then on the 7.5 foot, and I'm just really proud of myself, I can read this, you are getting 600 lights and well over 1,000 tips on your tree. So don't get caught like I did one year when we were doing real trees, and I went to 7 places between my husband, my daughter, and myself. I got like the last tree in Delco. The back of it was a little skanky. I didn't care. I shoved it in the corner. And after that, I was like, I have to have a backup plan, even if you are a real tree person. But last year, we all got converted. It's like, this is the way to go.
Until Bethlehem Lights. And I want to just say, you made a great point about November 1st. So many people put their tree up then, and it's just about 4 months away. So we're closer to decorating season than we are from when we took our decorations down. 4 months till November 1st.
In our family, we'd put the tree up and go to bed, and Santa would decorate it and decorate the platform. So we didn't see the tree decorated until Christmas morning. It was magical, but I like starting early. So if you want the 5-foot in the green, 2 dozen. This is never coming back in stock, and you're saving $120. If you would like to get the, should we do each of them, Bri? Is that a good idea? Should we do all of the choices? Okay, if you want the 5-foot flocked, there's 6 dozen remaining. This is a rush to the finish line. This might be one of the last times it's on, even during Christmas and July. 7-foot flocked, it's been the most popular. We did have more of that to go around, but 700 is not a lot for the holiday season at QVC and Christmas in July. And then the 8.5 in the green, only 150, and that's Michelle's favorite. And by the way, even this is covered with our end of January, January 31st, 2025. And it's still June, for goodness sake. So good to see you, my dear friend Michelle. So